It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Wednesday, the 15th of July. I'm Michael Groff. Temperatures staying hot, although not excessively so for mid-July around here, with monsoon moisture confined to the eastern portions of the state, with isolated mountain thunderstorms continuing. A more dramatic increase in moisture and thunderstorm activity expected by later in the weekend and especially next week. Maybe our first monsoon storms of the season coming in here sometime thereafter. Let's talk about it first. Yesterday in the valley, 111 degrees was the afternoon high, 90 our morning low, and yes, that is 11 straight days of a high temperature of 110 plus for us. The normal high has started to drop, now down to 106. Of course, normal highs don't get under the century mark until mid-September. Our normal low is 84. Outside now here at 5:35 a.m., the sky is partly cloudy. And it's pretty hot out there to start this day once again. 90 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 52, relative humidity 28%, the winds are light, and the barometer is steady. Temperatures around the area this morning, they're still pretty hot. 81 the cool spot up there on Thompson Peak, 82 in Goldfield and Gilbert, 84 in Buckeye, 88 Avondale, 89 in Arcadia and Scottsdale, 94 at Litchfield Park. Here's the upper air look. Troughing across the northern tier states has helped to push our ridge a little bit further to the south, centered over Texas. And so the excessive heat is not with us, but temperatures will remain a couple of degrees above average for a while, with a southwesterly flow keeping most of the monsoon moisture further to the east. Here's the watch warning map. We do have an air quality alert issued by the Arizona Department of Environmental Quality for Maricopa County, an excessive heat warning up around the Grand Canyon, other heat advisories for parts of Texas, New Mexico, the Arklatex region eastward into portions of Tennessee and Mississippi. San Antonio had another record high temperature yesterday of 105. The day before, they had their all-time July record of 107 degrees. Here's the convective outlook. The enhanced risk of severe storms, level 3 out of 5 around St. Louis over towards Springfield, Illinois, with the broader severe weather risk extending up into parts of the Great Lakes. Precipitation for the next 7 days. Rain amounts generally around 1/2 inch for the eastern portions of the state, the White Mountains, southeast Arizona. Any one spot, of course, can always get more than that with an isolated storm during the monsoon season, as you know. But in the valley, the WPC has still drawn basically nothing for us, but you see the rain is getting closer. We're starting to fill in that donut. Let's see when we might finally get some precipitation around here as we look at modeling right now. Here we go to the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. 594 ridge, centered over Texas, a south-southwesterly flow in here for today. So down at the surface, kind of a carbon copy of yesterday. Partly sunny in the morning, mostly sunny this afternoon. Highs 106 to 110. Of course, if we hit 110, that's 12 straight days of that dubious distinction. Tonight, the skies are mostly clear. Maybe some clouds come in overnight. Overnight lows will generally be in the 80s to near 90, as they have been. And then tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, maybe slightly drier air at the surface works its way in here, but overall temperatures will remain pretty close to the same, highs right around 110. All right, now Thursday night and Friday, there is a little feature, a weak inverted trough or an MCV, mesoscale convective vortex, that moves into southeast and south central Arizona. And the GFS is trying to paint in some light showers, some sprinkles, maybe even an isolated rumble of thunder over that region and perhaps clipping the valleys. So we can't completely rule that out. So we're going to go with an isolated risk of a sprinkle or a light shower, but measurable rain, the chance of that seems pretty negligible. Still, you might wake up to that on Friday morning. Otherwise, the day on Friday, partly sunny in the morning, mostly sunny in the afternoon. And once again, it will be fairly warm with highs 105 to 108. The GFS continues with this idea of a small risk of a thunderstorm in here Friday night, but again, I'm going to keep the forecast dry in terms of measurable rain. But just know that there could be maybe some blowing dust or some spot, someplace does get an isolated storm, just not enough to merit a mention other than that. All right, here we go to the weekend, and ridging reestablishes itself over the southwestern United States. And initially, I think we're going to see more subsidence as the ridge moves closer to us, so only isolated mountain thunderstorms will continue both Saturday and Sunday, and highs each day probably in that 106 to 110 bracket. But Storms won't be far away. Now, a more dramatic increase in monsoon moisture is starting to look likely on Monday, and we've been talking about this for a while. The GFS continues to show a fairly potent inverted trough across West Texas, moving up the Big Bend region and heading our way with a deeper southeasterly flow setting up. So on Monday, partly sunny skies. We're going to call it a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms even here in the deserts in the afternoon and evening, more scattered thunderstorms over the higher terrain. Tuesday looking even more promising for scattered to maybe numerous showers and storms over the mountains, and some of those storms getting into the deserts. We'll go with a 20% chance of rain in here for that period. High temperatures falling off a little bit further, probably between about 103 and 107. But the trade-off is the humidity levels are going to be creeping up. Here we go to a week from today. This is Wednesday the 22nd. Inverted trough here over the southwest. The GFS continues with this idea of a train of easterly waves or disturbances moving in here with our deeper southeasterly flow. So, scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms over the mountains, widely scattered to scattered thunderstorms over the deserts in the afternoon and evening hours. A fairly active pattern, a mid-grade monsoon at least, if this verifies. High temperatures probably a little lower still, maybe between about 100 and 105. And looking out 10 days to the end of the forecast period, this is Friday the 24th, a ridge centered over the Plain States. We're on the periphery of that with the GFS continuing to show these disturbances or inverted troughs moving around it into the southwest. Pretty standard monsoon forecast would be in play if that's correct. Partly sunny, daily chances of showers and thunderstorms. All right, let's look at precipitation off of the European ensemble. This looks a lot more promising. Hey, look at the control member up there at about 1.5 inches of rain. Goodness. But the ensemble mean is around 1/2 inch, with most of the members showing measurable rain in here over the next couple of weeks. That's good stuff. Temperatures off the national blend of models, pretty close to 110 for the next few days, and we'll back off readings as we head into next week, maybe even more so than what's shown here. Overnight lows will still be on the warm side, 80s to near 90, especially if we don't have any precipitation. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever we post a brand new video, you'll be alerted. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. I thank you so much for watching. Be safe, stay cool out there, drink plenty of water, watch your kids around the swimming pool, and you guys have yourselves a great Wednesday.